many of my comments will come from that study. It's North America's high-tech economy, the geography of knowledge-based industries. There you have a cover of the study. It examines the location and patterns of growth in 19 different high-tech categories. And I brought a few copies along. The executive summary, I think, is in the back. If you don't have any, if there aren't any more back there, you can go to our website and download it for free. This is a very comprehensive study looking at 19 different sectors, and the online version allows you to go in and look at any metro in North America and examine all the different high-tech sectors. Well, what determines regional economic growth over the long term? Business costs aren't nearly as important as they used to be in the information age as in the industrial age, but they do still matter. And although there are still remnants of the old economy around, a new knowledge-based economy is here today. I'm going to share with you some insights from our State Technology and Science Index here in the United States, but also give you some general prescriptions as to how it relates to any knowledge base. What some metro areas around the U.S. are doing, as well as in Canada and in Mexico. I'm going to give you some specific examples of some of the leaders in technology-based economic development. First, what are some of the factors that determine regional long-term economic growth? Well, many of the factors are the same as would affect a country, but there are different factors for regional economic growth that are not as rigid as there are for a national, highly mobile United States between regions, as individuals and firms respond to differences in regional economic performance. Migration trends can alter growth between states and regions substantially over the years. And any explanation of variation in regional growth has to recognize that there are few barriers to the flow of economic activity across borders today. Regions openly compete for new and expanding businesses. Regions are also highly dependent on the growth of industries that promote exports of both goods and services. They're basically for sale beyond their borders. The output that's generated from those export sectors, whether it's manufacturing or whether it's travel and tourism, circulates, multiplies, and ripples throughout the entire regional economy. Okay, how are some of those factors changing today? Well, and also whether they attract new investment for expansion. But other factors, such as tax rates, capital costs, wage rates, I would include real estate and energy costs as well. But there are new factors: labor force skills, access to markets, access to capital, research, development, innovation capacities, and increasingly quality of place issues. And these factors interact in a multifaceted environment to determine kind of a self-sustaining process of either growth or decline. I'm going to talk a little bit about our State Technology and Science Index, kind of run you through the economic development paradigm that comes from that, looking at research and development, entrepreneurial activities, access to risk capital, human capital, the technology occupations that are resident in places, and all the way to outcome measures in terms of looking at new firms that have been started and grown in the high-tech area. This first map, and you have to understand my undergraduate degree is in geography, so I'm predisposed toward using maps to show things. We're going to start with the research and development activities. And there are 18 different measures that we've included in here. If you are in green, it means you're in the top 10. That's good. If you're in red, it means you are in the bottom 10, and that's not quite as good. Because knowledge is generated and transmitted and shared more efficiently in close proximity, economic activity based on new knowledge has a high propensity to cluster within a geographic region. And if you want to build a new industry cluster, the research and innovation capacities of a region are critical elements in determining that. A new cluster can be formed by importing firms to some extent that have commercialized technology elsewhere. And if you want to build a region, a cluster that sticks over the long term, you need to have those research and development capacities locally. And here we've benchmarked everything relative to some measures such as the size of the economy, the size of the labor force, So various absolute measures. And what you see in terms of R&D in the United States, heavily concentrated in the Northeast, the Southwest, and the Pacific. This just shows you some of those factors that we look at that are included in here, such measures as federal R&D that you attract, the industry R&D, academic R&D, different measures such as National Science Foundation funding, and then R&D expenditures. And so they need to, in addition to educating our young, there are incubators for new economy industries. Commercialization efforts must improve at many universities, in my opinion, and it should be a major mission of the universities. Lastly, regional capital financing policies are essential for encouraging startup activities and attracting businesses to a location. We need to encourage angel networks to form, regional supported seed financing pools, venture capital, and saleable tax credits. And you need to sustain and foster an entrepreneurial infrastructure, whether it's improving access to capital, helping a support network to form entrepreneurial programs at community colleges and universities. They're absolutely critical. Improvements in high-end human capital must start in K-12 education as well. Because unless you have good K-12 educational systems, you're not going to attract the human capital that you need with parents who have young children. So let me say this. In closing, stakeholders must recognize that diversifying the economy by seeding and nurturing the industries of the 21st century, which are based upon knowledge, are a long-term commitment. It requires investments that are being made on a sustained, consistent basis over a number of decades, not years. For example, success stories like the North Carolina's Research Triangle didn't happen overnight. Those investments have been made since the 1950s. You need to look forward strategically, and if you don't move ahead, you risk falling behind. I appreciate your patience and the time. Thank you very much.